Hello there, and welcome to episode 23 of our Minecraft Let's Play series. So, this is my forever world, and in the previous episode we did this area and basically prepped it for a house. Now, we did also explore a bit more of the underground area in the previous episode, but I think today's episode will be on that house. So, the Sugarcane farmer's house. I'm thinking I could use oak logs in the build. And perhaps... No, let's just switch it up. Let's use spruce. And perhaps we can still use bamboo. We can try that combo. But I want to take something else as well, just in case. This has got oak logs, then a bit of the lighter wood tones, whereas that one has got spruce logs, and then it's quite dark or white. Now I want something that's in between those two, so I guess we can try this combo. We also need a lot more bamboo, so luckily we've had that farm running since the previous episode, so we can try that soon. Now let's just start with perhaps not have it right in the wall. Now if we have it like this, then there's some space here and also on this side, which I think might work. I'm also thinking I could set it inside the this mountain here or hill, and I could then save a lot of space here and I could make it larger, but that's not that big of a house, and I think these should be roughly the same in their size, so maybe I'll just go with just the standard. That makes no sense. There we go. This is the standard size that I've set up there. I thought there's a skeleton there, but I think it's down inside the cave. I'm not sure if that works, but I don't hate it either. Now this is going to be a bit smaller than that house, and I think... I think I need to make a miner house somewhere as well. Oh, well, I don't even have a mineshaft, so... yeah, that for sure has to come up at some point. Just looking at that house. Yeah, let's harvest these. I just spotted these, and then I think we need to get as much bamboo as we can from that farm there. We can replant it, and we can make logs and or planks, and then let's continue this house. I think that's fine. It's a bit odd of a combo, but don't hate it. It's just enough for me. There we go. And like these from here as well. Now, I complained about having some spillover from the sugarcane farm. But of course, the bamboo farm also has a lot of spillover, but I think it's more manageable here because, well, it's a lot taller, so they're gonna fly, obviously, quite a lot farther anyway. Whereas, you know, the sugarcane, I have to go and collect it, first of all, whereas this just works as is. And then, just because it's higher, I expect it to fly away. And some of those pieces are like 3 blocks further away, so yeah, even if I built it like 1 block closer, or like further away from the wall, the same thing would still happen. So I can't really prevent it. Let's go Yeah, I think I like that. So you can see from the window how far all of this sugarcane has progressed. Then you could always go with an extension from this part all the way here. I think that would give this a lot more shape. Let's just see how this looks. Not too much there. I think that's good. Is that too wide? No. Kind of dislike that. Maybe I'll have just the window there. And I'll make the entrance here instead. That works. Now, I think we need to go into this right here by a couple of blocks. So yeah, I don't think I'll have this fully underground. I don't think I want this part to be underground, actually. So let's just do... Maybe this part can be 3 wide. Something like this. Then I'll just mine, perhaps, like this wall from here. At some point. Or maybe I'll just have it like that. I think I'll just have it hug the wall. And for peace of mind, might just go and maybe place something to the other side of this wall to make it more fractable, even though it doesn't really need to, but in real life, of course, there would be some lining there. Now this, of course, doesn't get that much of light, so I'm going to make all of that. Make use with all of it, is what I meant. So let's start with stairs. Are we fine with 4? Let's see. Yes, we are. So those there. And then we'll make the upper layer as well. But I think I'll make it out of something else. So yeah, this will now... I think this is a bit larger than the bamboo farm. Which is a small twist to what I was planning before, but I think that's still fine. I don't get enough bamboo from those, so I think I'll need to make that. We need to wait until that grows fully. Let's think about this. Perhaps I'll have only this part. So make one of these beams here, and so I'll have only this part be 2 layers, and this will be only the first floor. So I'll need to make a smaller roof here. I think I'll have it slanted, and then I'll have one roof there as well, which will be the same style as these houses there. Now this is, of course, slightly slanted there on both sides. I think there's a different term to it, but yeah, I think I'll do like starting from here and then slightly slowly raising up there, and maybe I'll even get a window in here from that. That would be great. So now let's get rid of these. And let me drink coffee real quick. That was a good tip. And let's get rid of all of this grass in the floor. There we go. Now I do need some of the copper lanterns. One for there, and of course for the decorations inside. So let's just go and get some. We might be out, so let's just take some copper. Yeah, we are completely out. We do have coal. We have a lot of sticks. So we have no worry about running out just yet. Maybe 4 stacks is too much. Let's make 2. And so yeah, I made way too many to make those all into copper blocks. Yes, 60 lanterns, that's perfect. Let's get the full stack. So, got in 6 extra. It's wonderful. I don't know how I got 6 extra from... Oh, because I've still got that many copper torches left. That makes sense. I don't know. I did something there. Don't really know. That's a brain fart. Place those there. Do you have any extra room here? I do have there. And for cooked mutton, I think I'll prioritize those because I haven't got that many other food sources right now. And what do we make the floor out of? We had quite a colorful one on the bamboo house, so maybe we'll go with that trend and make it out of acacia for this house. And then I think we'll go in this direction. Actually, let's start by placing this here so that I don't forget it. Perhaps have just a second one there. And let's make 12 of those so I can place one there. Something like this. Maybe like that. I definitely did not get enough of acacia planks. I thought 30 is enough, but no, clearly not. Let's just get all of it so that I don't run out. Of course, I could have used the cherry logs as well, but I think at some point I might just make a 3rd house with the same kind of really colorful flooring, so I can use it then. No way. There we go. Is that fine? I think that's good. Wonderful. Now, of course, for the 2nd floor, I am thinking about making it slabs. Let's just check on this house. What did I do on the 2nd floor? Just, I think that's spruce. No, that's oak. So the same as the logs used. So I could make it out of spruce. Now, of course, that would contrast quite well with this wall right here. Maybe we will try that. Let's hope 54 is enough. Or we can always make more. I don't want to make that many extras, since then I will have to go and, you know, get more of each wood when I run out of them, due to wasting most of it. I want to make that just open for now. Then, oh yeah, right, because I'm not going there. So I do have some extra. I think I'll make one slanted beam there. I think that's horizontal beam. Maybe not. So I will bump my head into it. Let's do this and move this by just one block. There we go. Now I won't bump my head into that. And now I can also... Yeah, that's good. Try again. Wonderful, that's perfect. Right, and... I think we'll make 3 more crafting tables. So that we can... Let's see. Maybe that's fine. So these staircases are supported. We'll actually have bookshelves there. Yeah, that's fine. Should that be a full? No. It can just be a slab. Maybe we'll have all of this. Maybe even this block. Yeah. Have that be bamboo. And we can have that be full of bookshelves. And maybe... Let's just place these for lighting for now. They can also oxidize, or we do that. There will be sofa here. Probably one stair. That's not enough. Let's make a couple more. Let's think about this. Maybe I'll have... something like that. And then... let's make like a conversation area. Instead of a TV. And we can have a... I should probably have... what are they? Like tables. Scaffolding. Probably should have scaffolding somewhere. Make sure that we do. 2 chiseled bookshelves. No scaffolding. That's odd. I thought for sure I had some. Okay. Well, luckily we do have some bamboo here. We have string. So, let's just make scaffolding. No chest. There we go. And also chisel bookshelves. I think we need 5. So, some more. There we go. And campfire. We probably should have a fireplace somewhere. I didn't plan for that. I think I will manage to make it somewhere. Let's just take some bricks. And did I have any? No. Okay, now let's make 2 campfires. And we can dump those there. We don't need those anymore. And what I was thinking about was that I'll use the bricks and then some stairs. Rid of those as well. We have cobblestone. Yes. And I'll just make a small campfire somewhere. Maybe the most logical place for that would be right here. Like that. Then we have the stone cutter. Opa. Since we block both sides of that, then we can have bricks going up there like that, and then maybe we can make a second campfire here. Is that too tight? Might be a tight turn. I think it's fine. Yeah, let's have a second campfire here, just for the upstairs. And then I think this will be the bedroom. Yeah. I'm not sure if I like that, so I'll just get rid of it. I think that might just be a wall with no windows. Place those bookshelves there. I think those look just fine. And then have the scaffolding, which I will definitely use here. Let's see. No. No. Actually, yeah, that works. Then have this lab there with the light, so that looks a bit integrated. And have those as a sort of a table. What do we have in the corner? I forgot you can walk past these. That's good. That's actually good here. I don't actually know what to place there. If this is a side table and I'll place a plant on it. That's something. And then here. Ooh, definitely a barrel. Somewhere. Where? Perhaps there. Then spruce stairs, I will need those, thank you. And I'll have this one going into that. So that's an entrance. Then perhaps a furnace, and then I'll have oven doors, and that will be, what's it called now? A fridge. That's what it's called. Let's see. Need 2 trapdoors. Like so. And so an iron door there. Furnace there. We'll need 1 more trapdoor. On that side. Right there. And then maybe make an iron presser plate. Perhaps right here. What did we make it? Let's see. What if we have the furnace there? And then we need shelving. I think we might just want some shelves. So how do we come up with those? Like that. One here as well. So that's like a shelf. No, can't have it there. So let's have it here instead. Yeah, that's good. So that's sort of a shelf. houses have furnace, I can make that right now. Furnace there, and then I'll have an iron presser plate on it, and then an iron door here. Would want a lever for that, but I don't really need it, so we won't have it. And I think this is starting to be done, this floor. Wonderful. Of course, the roof, so we need to make that still. And the upper floor is missing some parts as well. So let's start with, that's not enough. Get one more. Then iron doors. We get 3, but we only need 1, so I can probably dump these 2 there already. What else? What else? Of course, the... there. I think that's... almost made that. I think it's like that. Yeah, and we need 2. Actually need 4 of them. Because we also need some for the upstairs. There we go. And then we need sticks and coal, and we need 2 more campfires. What else could we use? Let's come up with it when we get there. I think we need to breed the cows soon as well, and we can harvest these both. So that's my plan. And I'll repeat that upstairs. That's perfect. That's how I want it to be. Then an iron door, like so. So that will be the fridge. But this is a perfect kitchen. Of course, it's right when you enter the house, which is not the greatest plan, but I think that's fine. That might just be like a small... Of course, there's nothing there. Can I make something there? Digital bookshelves, that's how it works. That looks a bit odd, but it works. Do I want it to look like that? Maybe I'll make it uniform by adding just the 3rd one up there, even though it serves no logical purpose there. Does that look out of place? Maybe a little, but that's fine. Do you need more of them? I do. I get mixed up with the copper trapdoors and the normal trapdoors, because, well, of course, they have a different recipe. Which makes no sense, actually, to me, but it's Minecraft, so they have to improvise some recipes, because, well, you have to be able to make the... Is it like the... that you use in prison? Like the... I don't have them. And that's not all of them. The bars. The copper bars. That's a weird way to call them. So let's go up these. And maybe have a double bed here. Then we can have bedside tables. That's just a random table. Then I'll have probably an armoire here. we make that though? Oh. That's the wrong way. There we go. And like that. Of course, it's empty from inside, but that's fine. And do we need something here? No, that's good. Do I like that? No. It can just be empty. Now we need to start planning how the upstairs will look. Is that zombie? No, it's downstairs. In the hole. Really need to light that place up. Oh, I think that's an issue for later. Do we have any issues here? No. I think I do want perhaps just one lantern there. Light that corner up. We'll have it hang. Don't have any slabs, so I can't make hang. Or like that. Or then replace that. Let's just have it there. No. Do not like that. Not one bit. What have I used there? Bamboo. That's fine. Not sure if I'll stick with that. But for now, that's fine. Let's get upstairs. What do we want here? This is difficult. How do the acacia planks look? Is it too strong of a color? That is my question. Oh, and since we could just free cam here, but it's not a long trip. We need something in between those. But then that's fine. How can we divide that? I think we have the bamboo trapdoors just go across the entire bamboo part. That way we can divide it. I think that's good. Then have just for reality. Of course we run out. There we go. Then we can have a window here. Oh, actually, let's not. Perfect. Yeah. Then we can have what do we want here? Maybe nothing. Or perhaps just a something hanging. That's good. Lights this area up quite perfectly, and then we can have one lantern there. Maybe we'll have two beds here, and then what do we use as bedside tables? Maybe just spruce. I think that's fine. so, and finally, for beds, we will use, go up here, and we have wool. We have some left. I think in the next episode we need to go and get some more. Luckily they are not far. Make 2 beds, and then I think I'll color them blue. Just because that was first color that popped right into my eyes. Hopefully it goes well against all of the colors that we already have here. Really good contrast. Something like that, yeah. And then we are left with the roof and this front yard here. Okay, let's start with the sugarcane, and then we can harvest the bamboo right afterwards. That's a really good amount. There we go, and perfect. Let's use this to park car here. Oh, we only got one here on this side. That's good. We're out of inventory space, so I will just where I'll do that. Do we have any left on that side? No, we do not. Again. There we go. Now we can collect these and let's go with, apologies, my phone was ringing. I think I need to answer that. Alright, that took a while, but we are back. And let's start by collecting all of these before they despawn. I thought I was done with that already. That's weird. It's kind of odd how this has been here longer than this one. Yeah, this is oxidized and this hasn't. That's fine, I guess. Doesn't really matter. So I can keep that. Right, so let's just make lots of bamboo blocks. Turn them all into trapdoors. Then we can, okay, so the corners are an issue. I don't need it here, except for that. Then we need 2 there, 3 on that side, and we are done. Okay. Let's take like, I think we need 1 after this. Yeah. There we go. And we are set. Now, of course, this here is then left on I guess you could say. I think that's kind of necessary. I can't really fill it either. So you will have to just deal with that. Or live with that. So let's see, if I pull... I guess I can make like... just a small bookshelf there as well. Then we need glass, and then we need all of the roof materials. Can we actually make this into just one episode? I've noticed a trend where my episodes are becoming longer and longer each time, but I guess it's happening naturally for a reason, so then those there, that goes there. Have the lamps still with me, just for a while. Lanterns. Those go there, and then I think that's all we need. Okay, do we not have any more bricks? So in the next episode we're going to have to get more bricks, because this is not enough for anything. I think we might even run out in this project. That's the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, 23 is not that much. That many. So, I think let's actually start at the top, where... let's just go with the granite. Something like this. And then do the corner out of the same thing. Something like that. And then have that be granite. It doesn't really work there. Okay. I can actually make more of these, can I? Yes, I can. $24 might be enough. Those. Yeah. Then let's go like that for this part as well. And then that works. Now we might have to leave some space for campfires to leave, so... or like the fireplace, of course, needs an exit. Let's see. Switch those around, then... I think that works perfectly. Then we can have a small thing there. Now, maybe we start on this side here as well. I do kind of want to do a different style of a roof. So, something like that. And then... let's see. Do we need a lot more of those blocks? dirty. Oh, and I need... Let's make... I think 4 is enough, actually. Let's make a small concentration. Those right here. Something like that. And then I can have... I'm going to run out of bricks. So, what I'm planning to do here is just make it slanted like this. And I do see an issue here with, well, first of all, the amount of blocks that I have. And I need that. Oh, never mind. I do have actually do have enough. Then, how do we blend this part? Something like that. And then I think that looks fine. Maybe actually, let's get rid of these. And then if that slants it like so. Yeah, that works good. There we go. And glass. I think that's the final thing we need. Windows, and we have it there or here. I think here is fine. Yeah. So glass and a front door. We are set. What a funny number for the day counter to show. Guess we can use the acacia door here. Kind of goes well with the build style. And where did I place all our glass? Is it here? Wait, we have more bricks here. I kind of forgotten. Must admit. And also, let's just make more than that. Yeah, 3's fine. And take a couple of flowers. Maybe a poppy, a dandelion, and daisy. And we can plant those somewhere in the side. Is that there? You kind of like that. You can see past, or like through it. You think it's fine, so let's place daisy there. Perhaps on both of the bedside tables we could do a poppy and a dandelion. And then, of course, fill in the glass panes. Then for the 2 fireplaces, just get up here. Again, take the stone cutter out. We'll have that granite. That works. Then one of granite wall and one of brick wall. Then granite wall here and brick wall on top. Does that look presentable? Let's get down here and see. Yeah, I think that's good. So that is in one episode, which is really, really great. actually had the time to do this. One complete house. Now, of course, some parts of it are a bit weird, but I think that's also a good thing, that it's unique and doesn't have that many things that they could have copied from somewhere else. Of course, the floor is kind of inspiration from this house's floor, which is in itself inspiration from another YouTuber. But still, this looks wonderful. I don't know why that grass patch is not forming, but I guess it will soon enough. Yeah, I did place the stone cutter there, but it's been a while now. It should be going away soon. Yeah, this episode is all building, but that's fine, because we actually did something. And I am actually extremely happy about how this result looks. I do like it a lot. So, if you do like it, leave a like. And definitely tell me that in the comments, because I still don't know if this entire building style that I'm going for works here, or if they are too much apart in style, or if they have too many similarities between them. So definitely leave a comment on your opinion. Now, of course, anything else that you might want to say, any ideas, comment those as well. But other than that, that's it for today's episode. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.